welcome back. This is Opinionated Faxx. Got the boys open right now. We got Soul Toast, Mr. Cigar 11 Mac, Mr. MVP, and myself, Hollywood, of course. How y'all boys feeling?
Fantastic, bro. Cooling it.
We good, man.
We good. Living life, man. Living that high life. But right now, we're going to go over the NFL schedules. So the schedules just came out last week. A couple teams are going to be pretty much in the running for an easy season, but some are shitty teams, but easy season. So if we're looking at it, the strength of schedule right now, Steelers have the number one hardest schedule, followed by the Ravens, followed by the Bears, Packers, and then Vikings. Those are your top five hardest schedules in the league. Now your top five lowest schedules, you have the Eagles coming up last, Cowboys, Falcons, Buccaneers had the 29th ranked strength of schedule. So they're 29th, and then you got the Dolphins. That's your bottom five. So right now, just looking at this list, I don't know if you guys had a chance to look at it or not, who has a better chance of going undefeated or making a run? So I'm going to go with Mr. Cigar 11 Mac. What you say, bro?
Who has a better chance to go
undefeated? I think I just said a team that's in the bottom five.
Damn, undefeated? Man, that's always a tough go at it.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I go with Tampa because they got so much talent coming back in, led by a very experienced quarterback. Secondary should be just as good as they were, actually better. Linebacker core been legit. You bring back that D-line. I go with Tampa if I had to pick a team. Tampa Bay.
Would you say they're the scariest team in the league right now, or just,
I don't think they're the scariest team in the league. But I think whenever you talk about a team going undefeated, you usually need a lot of veteran moxie. So I think Tom Brady combined with the experience they have at D-line and a very experienced head coach, that kind of makes for a great mix. I don't call them the scariest team in the league because, Tom Brady is still a limited player.
Exactly. Pros.
No, we give talking about Tampa.
The scariest team's the Falcons, all right? Falcons gonna be great.
Oh, you bet.
I said it. What y'all laughing about? I
froze up. You were like a 5, 10 seconds.
You froze up, brother.
Oh, did I? Oh, no. I was over here ranting.
Somebody got to restart the Wi-Fi.
I was over here ranting, bro. I was getting it, bro. I was flowing.
But hey, all right, you hit Tampa, bro. It's like Tampa does sound like the most likely pick, especially with them being the bottom tier as far as strength of schedule goes.
Strength of schedule, yeah.
So that's kind of easy to say. You know what I mean? Hey, Soul Toast, what'd you say, bro?
I'm picking Kansas City Chiefs. I guess it would seem like Tampa would be a great pick, but I'm gonna go with Kansas City. It's a revenge season in them. I feel like. I think they only lost one, maybe 2 games last season.
Yeah, pretty much.
They're coming back. Pat Mahomes is upset about what happened in the Super Bowl.
You better be shit.
They rebuilt the offensive line. I think everybody wants it more. But then again, Tom Brady, he went undefeated in the regular season with the Patriots. So maybe he wants to get that notch on the Tampa side of thing and rub it in Belichick's face a little bit. But they play each other in week 4. And I don't know. I think Belichick knows Tom enough to be able to eke out a win. So I'm going to go with the Chiefs. I think the Chiefs have the best. I don't care about the strength of record. I just think with all the talent they have, that they have the best chance to go undefeated. Unless the Broncos get Aaron Rodgers. Then who knows? They might lose 2 games to the Broncos. But that's a big if. But I'm going to go with the Chiefs. I think the Chiefs got the best chance.
I kind of agree with you because the Chiefs, they lost a lot in free agency, but then they gained a lot too. So they got Orlando Brown, and they also brought in Joe Thuney on that offensive line. So what Mahomes lost, he got back tenfold. Like, those boys are legit ballers. So I would not sleep on the Chiefs. So that's a good pick. Hey, MVP, what you say?
Well, there's no way in the world I'm picking Tampa because they're gonna lose at least 2 games this year with them playing the Falcons twice.
Exactly.
And
Yes.
I-
Yes. Yes.
Everybody got to have a dream.
they are going to. I think they're going to New England, so I think they're gonna lose that game too.
Mm.
But I'm gonna surprise y'all a little bit here because no one's talking about this team. I think they had a hell of a draft. They have a hell of an all season in free agency. I think Cleveland got a shot, man. So I don't think Baltimore can keep up with scoring. Pittsburgh probably gonna be in the dump again. And Cincinnati gonna be Cincinnati. So that if they can take care of the division,
are you picking the Clippers to win the NBA championship as well? Because
Clippers.
if we just go historical losers to do great things, I mean,
I don't know, man. It's we all know Cleveland should have beat Kansas City in the playoff last year.
they still Cleveland, bro. I mean, but
That's
they
fine.
didn't because they Cleveland.
That's fine. They got a good GM that's making some good moves up there, man. I'm just giving them respect before I see them play. Especially if they trade Odell. They got to trade Odell.
You ever got to give Cleveland no respect until after they do.
Man, I love their fans though, man. They even when they was trash, the fans still showed up for them.
Fair.
So I wish our fans could do the same thing down here, but
We got sense. We not supporting your sorry ass. You're not gonna take all my time, take all my money, which is your sorry bastards. I don't like
watch them on TV, bro.
Huh?
You leave watch them on TV. You ain't got to spend no money to watch them.
No, I'm not doing that either. No. Listen, okay. False. All right, listen. You do not have to support a loser, especially when they're losers because they get in their own thing. You don't have to do that.
See, I keep telling you, I look at it different, bro. This team,
people bash on Falcon fans.
This team is totally different from when I grew up in the 80s and 90s where we couldn't even watch them on TV because no one going down there and seeing it.
I get that, right? Michael Vick put us on the map here, but all I'm saying is this is to Cleveland, right? When the team is constantly that kind of sorry, the owner don't respect you, and the owner don't respect you because you keep coming. That's why I dished on the Falcons last year. I'm like, oh no, at this point, y'all disrespecting me. You don't respect my time. You don't respect my time. You don't respect my fandom. You don't respect my money. So I'm not coming. So I don't respect Cleveland fans. You're bums. You're losers. You're never going anywhere in life. Okay?
Oh, man.
Settling.
Hey, they got more chips than us. They got more championships than us, bro.
This is why you can't have nice things, Cleveland. No. Baltimore has a ring. The Browns don't shit, okay?
Browns got 4 championships.
We're going that route.
Yes. Okay, I got it, right? But I'm talking about the Cleveland Browns, okay? But
just with the Cleveland Cavaliers winning the championship, they got more than us.
Yeah. But hey, look
at
all I'm saying is,
hey.
I'm talking about you don't have to give a team when a team is that sort of bad. They're that bad because they don't respect the fans because y'all keep coming.
Say, bro, y'all asked me who I think we're going undefeated. Y'all picked the obvious choices. I came out and looked with Cleveland. That's all I had to say.
All right, hey, moving on, bro. Moving on.
I don't respect you, Cleveland fans. I don't.
Man. Moving
You're
on, son. Hey, look. Cleveland Browns.
You single mom asking why you keep getting done wrong, okay?
The Cleveland Browns, bro. I just don't believe in Baker, so I can't agree with them because I just don't believe in Baker Mayfield, man.
Giving them nothing.
I don't believe in them. So if they're able to cross over the hump, that defense is gonna be nasty. Real shit. I think we all know that. But if Baker is not able to take that next step, they're not gonna do it. They're not gonna do it, period. But I see why you went with them. I can see why you went with them. Respect to it. Because they will have a top 10, maybe a top 5 defense, honestly.
Top 5 defense.
Did you see
they loaded on defense, bro? They loaded on defense.
Defense was terrible last year.
They loaded. You got Myles Garrett on one side, Jadeveon Clowney on the other. You got Denzel Ward, that young corner who was pretty legit. You got Greedy Williams coming out there too. They got a good setup, bro.
It sounds nice on
going
paper.
Crazy, y'all. I apologize.
I just think they need to just run the game more. They can, if they don't trust Baker, they can have him manage the game more, run the ball.
Exactly.
Yeah,
you got that. So my pick, I know y'all say y'all's, but I was gonna go with the Ravens. And this is the only way I will stick with the Ravens. Yes, they had one of the hardest schedules in the season, but Lamar Jackson will dictate how far they go. If he's able to show that he's more of a passer than he is a runner, I think he can do it. And if they're able to make a trade for my boy, Julio Jones, I hate to say this, man, but the Falcons are handling that situation pretty damn poorly. We don't have any inclination of what might happen. They didn't put him in the picture for the schedule. That's it's fucked up, man. So look, that shit pissed me off beyond shit, man. So I kind of want them to trade him because they're just doing this man so dirty. Like, come on.
Young Wei
bad.
Koo took his spot.
Julio Jones has been the face of that franchise for how long? Not Matt Ryan. Julio Jones has been the face of that franchise. Nobody looking at Matt Ryan.
Matt Ryan play every game. That's all I know.
I mean, Matt. To be fair, hey, Matt Ryan's been balling before Julio. I don't know when y'all fans forget that. Matt Ryan made 2 Pro Bowls before Julio Jones was drafted. Yes, he did. Did he not? Are these lies?
Roddy White.
Look it up.
By my count, he led us to a playoff rookie season.
I love Julio. I love Julio, bro. I think
love Julio.
He by far in the top 5 wide receivers ever. But when it's 3rd down and 15 and 4th quarter and you're on the bench, bro, come on now.
Hey, look, that's Julio right now. That's Julio when he had that bad hamstring. So, you know,
I want Julio to be a Falcon for life, but y'all got to stop disrespecting Matt Ryan like he ain't been here balling.
Look, I'm not going to say Matt Ryan's a bunk. Matt Ryan is not a bunk. He's better than most of these quarterbacks in the league right now. We'll just put that out there. But Julio Jones, the Julio Jones effect, period. I think we're going to see a whole lot more how the Julio Jones effect is if he leaves that team. Julio drew, I don't know how many double teams every time we're on the field. All right. We all know this. Julio draws double teams. He demands double teams.
With the addition of Kyle Pitts, I don't think Calvin really going to have to worry about any of that.
But we can't say that. Kyle Pitts is a beast in his own right, but he's still a rookie. Let's not forget that. Yeah. He hasn't came into the league yet. He hasn't made a name for himself in the league yet. Now, if you put all 3 of them on the field, matchup nightmares. That's what it's going to be.
Which is what I think you'll have. I think you'll have that, honestly.
Yeah. Bottom line, I don't think they can trade him. Either way it goes, you're going to lose money. So you might as well keep him.
And how I see it, and this is just my opinion, you don't trade the wide receiver before you trade the quarterback. All right?
Because it's not right here.
Yeah, like you don't trade it. Like, come on.
You might get a ride, bro, if they trade Julio. I'm telling you.
But hey, so we're not straying off too far, and we already covered our Falcons. Mr. Sotos, bro, how do you feel about Denver Broncos season?
I'm already in denial mode, so I'm pretty sure they're gonna make the playoffs. 10-7 would be a great improvement. I'm tired of these losing seasons, and this is or without Aaron Rodgers, because I don't care what everyone's saying or how it looks that Aaron Rodgers is going to be coming to Denver. Due to be 38 in December. We had Peyton Manning win an MVP, and a year and a half later, dude was done. So I don't know. That could have been Aaron Rodgers' last hurrah because he wasn't looking too great a couple of years before they drafted Jordan Love, and then all of a sudden he had a bigger chip on his shoulder. So I'm not putting all my money in that. Peyton Manning's been working with Drew Lock. They brought in turnover Teddy to give him some competition.
Small hands, Teddy.
Teddy 2 gloves, whatever you want to call him. So I'm just hoping Drew Lock or Teddy just doesn't mess up enough, and they rely on the defense that Vic's been putting together and the offensive weapons that the Broncos got. So 10-7 would be great. I'd be fine with that. I don't need them to make a deep playoff run. I just need to see progress from the head coach because he's been making a lot of mistakes. This will be his 3rd year. So winning record, a wild card spot, losing the first round, I'll be fine with. So I'm hoping for that.
And you know what? Speaking of Aaron Rodgers, so that's one quarterback whose future is kind of out there. Do you think Aaron Rodgers will play next year, or will he be on another team, or will he just be out the league, period? So, Soto, since you just spoke on him, what do you think?
It'd be nice if you went to the Broncos, but if you don't, I'm fine. I think he plays next year. To me, it doesn't make sense for the Packers to get nothing from him. If he wants out, he already turned down becoming the highest paid quarterback. They offered him an extension. He said no. He's been talking to other teams. He's been talking to other players. If the Packers want to be petty and just let him sit, but still pay him to sit, or if he wants to retire and the Packers get nothing from it and they have to rely on Jordan Love or Blake Bortles, who they just signed, then he won't. I think he'd be fine with sitting out and resting for a year. But if I was the Packers, it's clear they want to move on. I would just get as much as I can for him and trade him somewhere far away, not within the division or the conference, because he doesn't have a trade clause, a no trade clause. So I just send him somewhere where I can get the most from him.
I hear that. Hey, MVP, what'd you say?
As long as he don't come to the Saints, I'm good. I don't care what he do. But I did read somewhere where he has the same agent as what's the kid that played for Cincinnati and went to Arizona?
Carson Palmer.
Carson Palmer. He has the same agent as Carson Palmer, so maybe follow the same mode and sit out and F Green Bay. But Green Bay has a different situation than any other team in the league because they don't have an owner.
Yeah.
So they're really responding to nobody. Right. So I don't know how it works out. So as long as I come to the Saints, I don't care what, or anywhere in the South, I don't care what he does.
All right, hey, cigar loving Matt, bro, what you got?
I think he's gonna be a Packer, man. Because and this must be a tough lesson for these quarterbacks to learn. But your ass ain't no different than the rest of these players. You ain't got no power. He has no leverage. The only thing he can do is not show up. If I'm Green Bay, why am I trading I don't know, one of the top 10 quarterbacks to ever touch a football? Why am I do that for? Coming off an MVP season. Like, dog, I'm looking at him like, hey, either you can come and get paid or you can sit down and shit, I can still get paid, I guess. I'm not trading you. I think he's a Packer because he has no power. And I think for the NFL ownership, I think it's bigger than just him, right? Because if you let him pout his way out of Green Bay, every other owner going to be like, yo, you setting a precedent here. And I think they've clearly established they're not going to set that. They're not going to let you pout your way out of town, especially a Hall of Fame quarterback. What's the incentive? What's the incentive? I think if Jordan Love were good, I think they would trade him. But it's clear Jordan Love probably ain't no good. So I'm not trading Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers, sit your funk ass down to come to work. That's what I'm telling Aaron Rodgers.
You know what? And I'm saying this, man. Jordan Love, it still yet remains to be seen on how good he could be, if he can play or not. You know what I mean? All we have is college tape.
Yeah.
Period. That's all we got. I, for one, think Aaron Rodgers remains a Packer, but he retires as a Packer too. So that's what's going to happen. I think he's going to end up retiring. I hate to say that, but the way he is, the way he's acting so disgruntled with his team, and it's because of the coaching situation, just everything. I mean, he was upset because a player got let go or traded or whatever.
Well, he's been upset before then.
Yeah, but this is some simp shit.
They've absolutely been letting him down. But
they've been screwing him for years.
I'm not trading you.
Yeah.
They've been letting him down with these draft choices. Yeah. But I'm not trading
the draft choices.
And see how you said it, they've been letting him down with it. And I just think he's fucking done with it. He's fucking done with it. That's it. I think he's his last straw. He's
either you pull a Carson Palmer or you come to work.
Yeah, he's 37 years old.
Or you come to work. That's your only choice.
Yeah, he's at the point where he can say, you know what, fuck it, I'm done.
I don't need the money.
I don't have this hell of career, MVP last year. He can say what the fuck he wants to. He want to go, he done. That's it. So I think either one, they trade him, or two, they make him stay a Packer and he retires. Simple as that.
I'm gonna make you retire. I'm not trading you.
I don't think they have to trade him.
They don't. They
don't
have to trade him.
Yeah. It's just release him.
Like the Deshaun Watson talk. He signs a $200 million contract. Oh, now I want to be traded. Oh, well, never mind, boss. Shit, let me trade you.
Well, that's different.
I don't have to fucking do that. Why do I have to do that?
Now Deshaun Watson might get traded anyway. So
well, that was before the whole that was before the whole issue with him.
I don't think they're coming over that Massage interview though. I still think it's fishy. All of a sudden he said he want to be traded. All of a sudden stuff come out. So I don't.
Yeah.
Hey man, Goday said it right. He should have went to Ohio State if he wanted all that.
And you got to look.
Ohio State
stays in the chat. Stays in the chat.
No,
Ohio State should have hired more.
He should have went to Ohio State. If that was his get down, he should.
I think Green Bay can release him though, because they're owing no more money. They ain't got no more guaranteed money on the top. on his contract.
Yeah,
Well, if you're gonna release him, you may as well trade him and get something back.
exactly.
Well,
You
if
ain't
I'm
getting
if I'm
nothing
a
for him.
team, I'm not giving up the farm to trade him though.
It's like if I'm not trading, like
Oh,
you have to show me how serious you are here.
some team is willing to give up a lot to trade for him.
Denver.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. This new GM seems different.
That new GM gonna be high on some like Aaron Rodgers pretty quick. Let him find
I just
out.
wait it out. If I was him, I just wait it out. You only got what 1 year left. Just wait it out.
I think he got 2 years left.
Yeah, I didn't got 2.
But I won't wait
But
that out. It'd be 40.
I don't think anything's gonna. If anything happens, it won't be till after June 1st, because that's when the money goes down. It'll be cheaper to trade them if they do. So after June 1st, I'll reassess it. But I'm not getting too excited about it.
And these quarterbacks, they got to see it one day. You're not no different. You can be traded just like anybody else. We can treat you like trash, just like anybody else.
It is what it is.
That's on them, bro. They need new. Their union is trash. Their union suck.
We need Chris Paul.
They're not willing to give up no short-term concessions because their career's so short.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I get it. When your career only 4 years long, man. I mean, it's hard to make. It's hard to think long term when you may not even be here. So,
If your career only lasts 4 years, so why you give up so much money in the draft?
well, that wasn't the rookies that did that. That was the veterans that screwed the rookies over in that deal.
That's not screwing the rookies. Them rookies didn't need $60 million guaranteed.
Well, I mean, I hear you, but still, still did what they did, right? Like, but the thing about it is this though: the seniors, the older players thought that by taking money from younger players, it would go to older players, and it worked out that way. It ain't worked out that way at all. Your old ass still gonna get this 1 year deal, and now we just gonna sit and wait and see if we gonna get somebody a 5th year option here, get you cheap there.
You better off betting on yourself and get drafted in the 4th and 5th round. That way you can come up free agent earlier and get
in this
like
system,
Russell Wilson.
Yeah, in this system, yeah.
All right.
It ain't
That's
right.
what it is. That's what it is, man. So we got a strength schedule right there. We got a prediction where Aaron Rodgers could possibly go, or we could be looking at the end of a great career. Either way, we'll see what happens, man. This NFL season will be really, really interesting, especially after June 1st. Don't get stressed out on this shit. We're going to leave it alone, all right? So, hey, stay tuned. We're going to have another episode coming for you guys. Keep watching. We out. This is Opinionated Faxx.